what has changed for Tumblr over the past year plus since you've been under the wings of Marissa Mayer and
it's been
Yahoo?
changing for the last 8 years. This last year has been pretty remarkable, though. The promise was Tumblr continues to operate as this independent company with our independent leadership, and we get help from Yahoo and all of the places where they're able to help us move faster. So the big examples of that in this first year have really been around the ad technology stuff. So as we're building this ad business, the technology part of that, the stack that runs all of that advertising, is actually some really advanced engineering and stuff that we were going to have to build from scratch.
You've got this cool brand, you've got this vibrant community that is growing, right? Still growing, 201 million now. Mobile presence and this engineering talent. Those are all the ingredients. How do you bake the cake that is profit with all of that? Are you getting closer?
We have a community now of hundreds of millions of these indie creators who've made now more than 100 billion posts.
Yeah.
It seemed like a natural to say, all right, advertising guys, we think you can do this as well as any of us. You've got some of the most talented, creative resources in the world. We're now a couple years into our ad business with hundreds of these biggest brands in the world now spending money on Tumblr, now creating extraordinary campaigns on Tumblr, and doing stuff on Tumblr that they really can't do, that they literally don't have the space to do in those little blue links that they get everywhere else, or in those banner ads that they get everywhere else on the internet today. So the thesis is starting to prove true. We have more and more of these brands that are starting to get it, starting to do really great stuff on Tumblr.
They have to be creative. They have to think a little differently. They have to think a little differently.
That's how you get to be $1 billion brand. You don't get to be Coca-Cola without telling great stories, without making ads that really move people.
Who do you look to for advice, or who do you look at around you?
Oh man, lots of people. But I mean, that's the trick. If there's been one maybe defining thing about my how I see myself as a leader, it's just the acknowledgement or the acceptance of the fact that I haven't been through a lot of this stuff before. I lean on Marissa, I've leaned on our board. I've been incredibly fortunate to be able to surround myself with incredible leaders who are on our team. I mean, to work with incredible managers. I've managed to build out a leadership team that covers for the fact that they have a 28-year-old CEO. Yeah.
How does that make you feel to always have David Karp, boy genius?
Very uncomfortable. I hope that they don't actually say that.